Salute everybody. Hope you can hear me. This is Lawrence D. Adams when spirituality and the game combines. Shout out to everybody. I am trying to get this set up, and what I wanted to set up didn't set up yet, so I'm trying to get to it. It won't get to what I want to do. View, and tab. Okay, here we go. Shout out to everybody. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Hey man, this whole Katt Williams thing has really, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I really enjoyed it, and it's so much game that this guy gives inside of it. And let me refresh my page. Maybe that's it. Here we go. And I'm gonna play this. I really enjoyed the interview. If you have not seen it with the Katt Williams, it was completely hilarious. And it was I enjoyed it. Let's put it that way. So let me put this up here. Let's watch this right quick and just to get it started. Fair use. Hold
up, wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it.
He's funny looking, huh? I don't know. Why you dressed like this?
How are you? Doesn't matter. Get the trunk.
He's got problems.
Shout out to the thinking class captain. Let me say this. Now, I said this about a week or so ago. Shout out to Shaw Russ. Good to see you, bro. Long time. Let me get my cameras adjusted right quick because it's bothering me. Let me get to where I need to be at. I said before all this started that 2024 will be a year of receipts. Now, I don't know who y'all playing with, but I done said that 2024 was going to be a year of receipts. And now we're seeing more receipts, more people getting what I mean by receipts. Receipts can be exposure or what you have and what you don't have. So I'm just saying 2024 has been a year of receipts. Now we're going to go, and I had to speed up fair use with the use of Shay, with Katt Williams on here. We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to stop. We're going to go right to 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this to share right quick. But yeah, I've been saying it. It's been woo, man. Let me get to where I need to get at right here. Presentation, share screen. Let's get to right here. This is where we're going to go. There's so much to say about this, and it's amazing. I actually view share. Okay, good. Said didn't have receipts for the jokes he stole. People going in. I'm just saying, let me add myself to the screen. Oh boy. Here we go. Let me add myself to the screen. So yeah, right. Said didn't have the receipts to what he was saying. And so I'm gonna say this. I've been saying that it was a year of receipts. People didn't want to believe it. Now we're getting the receipts. And I want you to look now. This is fair use with far as with what he's going to say. But I want you to understand the game that he just ran on Shannon Sharp's broadcast. I want you to see the game that he ran on Shannon Sharp's broadcast. So I'm gonna start this one off right quick, and then we're gonna just stop and go, whatever the case may be, and then I'll share some things, my commentary on it.
People that's like Larry King or somebody of an amazing ilk that I would actually want to go talk to in real life.
Okay.
I don't do it so I can sell product, and I got things to sell, so let me come talk. You have a great product here, and as a fan base, we love the attention that you spend on the guests. We love how much work you've done, how well you know them, how prepared you are. The same things that we liked about you in football. You brought that on over to here, and that's why it resonates. And the reason I had to come is because you've made a safe place for the truth. sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled a bit when that happened. And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was gonna be Money Mike, and Katt Williams was gonna be the Santa Claus. Now
let's right here. As you can see, Katt Williams is now starting off already with both hands ready to go. Now, shout out to Katt Williams, because what he did was he didn't even get Shannon Sharpe the ability to even ask the one question, but came immediately and went for the juggler. And this is a perfect move when it comes to the game. If you're in that position and people have talked about you, said some things, what you do is you go, you don't wait for it to happen. You take the fight to them. Let me say that again. You take the fight to them. You do what? You take the fight to them. And a lot of times we think this is the thing about whether this the comedy world, whether it's real world, you got to realize it's always competition. That's what most people don't realize. He took the fight to them. Now, you may not agree with Katt Williams. Some of y'all think he lied. Some of you think he's telling the jokes or whatever the case may be. Yes, it could be. It can be all of those things. But what he did was he immediately went for the juggler with Ricky Smiley by calling him out about the role of what happened in Next Friday. He did what? He called him out on the role on which he played Mighty Mike and Ricky Smiley played what? Played Santa Claus. So what you see is this is more than just an interview. This is strategic. Whether they both know it or not, Katt Williams knew it or not, or even Shannon Sharpe. He went immediately for the juggler. He went immediately and attacked. That's the difference. That's the difference. Let me see what you said. Facts. It's now time to show and prove. I said this before and I'll say it again. It ain't bragging if you can back it up. Katt proved this. Katt knows his integrity with the Most High. He knows who he's up against. Correct. So a lot of people saying, oh, he's bragging, he's bitter, he don't know what he's talking about. He immediately went for the juggler. That's the game. Y'all got to realize, y'all want everybody to hold hands and everybody say, oh, we just friends. Everybody ain't your friend. I don't care if you are in the same industry, even on the podcast, even in the YouTube space, Instagram space, in real life. Why you think everybody's supposed to be kumbaya, that's not the thing. This is exactly what Katt did. He went for the juggler. Please understand what happened. Let me get to going. And I sped it up because of fair use. So ain't nobody say, well, he taking Katt thing. So it's fair use.
3 quick points. You mean in Hollywood, they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weighed 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was going to play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats. Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man, you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He could have played that role like you. I thought he
Sir,
was.
no one. Why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and what?
Right there. When you have receipts, this is what takes place. This is what happens when you take place, when you have receipts. What did he say? No one can vouch besides Ricky Smiley did respond. Ricky Smiley did respond with his agent at the time. But at the end of the day, no one on the set can vouch for what he said, what Ricky Smiley is saying. This is the part I want y'all to really get. When it comes to things like this, there's 2 sides to it. There's Ricky Smiley's side, there's Katt Williams' side, and there's the truth. What we haven't heard from, who would know it, will be Ice Cube. Terry Crews. Who else was in it? Pops is no longer here, so he can't give his side. That's what we need to see. That's what we need to hear. You got to understand in life, there's always two sides of the story. There's your side, their side, and the truth. And I think what happens here, we need to find out what the truth is really going on. That's what we're missing right here. Let me go back to this. Just go back. And it's spared for a purpose, fair use, fair use.
So Ricky Smiley knows this. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom. And that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with.
Wait.
And the cast and our powers that.
Stop. This is a very good point right here. Now, Ricky Smiley did respond back, and I don't have it here to pull it up. He did respond back. Let's keep it 100. Ricky Smiley, fair use. Ricky Smiley did respond back that he got the role for what's going on, Shalonda. He got the role first. That's what Ricky Smiley said. And then Katt Williams, either 201, he and the people before him, he got the role. That means they all read the same script. And in the script, Money Mike gets raped inside of the what? Bathroom. You don't believe me? Y'all don't want to believe me? He gets what? He gets raped inside of the what? Bathroom. Now that's a tragedy. That's a tragedy right there. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Let me put this up right quick. Pull this up right here. Pull this up right here. So y'all can see this scene right here. Y'all think I'm playing? Let's watch this scene right here. Fair use.
Hell no. Thanks for asking.
Well, about to ask you though.
Craig?
Yeah. Hey, you bathroom that player that could piss like a Russian racehorse at the Kentucky Derby with a glue truck behind him.
Yo, right through this.
Dr. P. Diddy, get it on.
Don't piss on the seat. What's up, OG? Triple OG? Let me look in your eye. Let's piss on the line, nigga. Ain't nothing like that shit.
Yeah, baby. Drink a little bit more water. Smell like ammonia in this bitch. Come on. There you go.
Catch it. Watch what's about to happen.
One at a
Right
time,
here.
player, one at a time. Busy right now, working with a monster.
You know what this is.
Ooh.
Don't fight this shit.
What shit?
Just let it happen.
Let it happen. What the hell you doing with the phone book, nigga? I ain't even in the phone book. What the? Nigga, you better, this ain't funny, nigga. I'll bitch slap your ass. Come on, I ain't playing. Pee on me.
Wake your bitch ass up, Lucky Charms. I like my fish wet and squirming.
I thought I was dreaming.
You are
He
dreaming.
almost drowned me, nigga.
Oh, you dreaming. It's a wet dream.
Wait a minute, I'm a pimp. Lost your mind. What the hell? Am I in prison? Hold on, no. Pimp down. Bishop.
Come on.
No. You got a line ball.
Fair use. Fair use.
You was just gonna take it, wasn't you? Huh? You thought I was play pimping, didn't you, huh? Say something.
Please.
Huh?
I was just playing. I was just playing with you, dog. I was just playing, man, okay? Look, I'm a nice guy. You get to know me.
Shut up! What the hell are you talking about? I am a boy! You are not in prison anymore, David! That's not how we do it! Say no! Just take it, no! I got to go play. Damon, are you a music lover? You are? Good. Have you ever heard of the...
Have you heard it? Huh? Yes. Crunching on your balls, and I want to bust up and see.
Right there. Katt Williams just said it right here. Let's run it back. Run it back so we can see it, what he said.
200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is, the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, and that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we talk about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy, where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are.
Stop right there. Now, this is a very important comment right there. I think a lot of people overlook, and I know a lot of people say, well, he's talking crazy. Regardless if you agree with Katt Williams, you think he's miserable, you think he's bitter, I don't care. I don't care right now. Let me say this real clear. It is not funny of anybody getting raped. When we can say especially a man raping another man. When we say grape, we can't say rape, godly. I'm gonna get in trouble now. Grape. It is not funny. It is not hilarious, and that shows the mindset of the people in these places, that they will want to propagate buck breaking inside of a movie. We already know Tariq did a whole series on butt breaking, buck breaking, how it was used in slavery, and now you want to bring that back into a movie that's supposed to be funny. It is not funny for anybody to get graped at all. Whether you agree with Katt Williams or not, whether you see eye to eye with him or not, it's not a funny thing. And just the other side, we didn't talk about this. Terry Crews also seen the script. Terry Crews also seen the what? The script too. So was he? We don't know, because nobody said that about that. Was he okay playing a part that he was going to grape another man? Y'all need to really think about this and process, whether you like Katt Williams or not, whether you agree with Shannon Sharp or any other comedians. You got to think about that. What image are they putting out there for, I'm going to say this particularly for black men, that is okay for you to grape another man or violate another man in a bathroom? We got enough of that going on behind the scenes at churches, at islands and different places. Where do we think that is fine? Please, somebody, please, all the people who's saying, well, Katt Williams shouldn't be talking like this. Tell me where are you at right now? Where do you think that's fine to do? Where do you think that's a good place for a man to do it to a woman, or for a man to do it to another man? Not okay at all. They're probably going to see, but fair use. Yep, fair use. Oh, don't tell me I got stopped. They stopped me. She said fair use. Did they stop my on yeah, fair use. I just want to make sure everybody on the fair use, because I know they be getting he didn't say fair use. But I want you to really think about that. Terry Crews and who else? And Ricky Smiley were okay with that line, with that situation happening there. I just want y'all to pay attention to that.
If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was going to play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them. That's how I already know that I'm going to be funnier than you. What he told everybody was, Katt Williams, don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steve and Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then. He was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it?
Now here, there could be some discrepancies about this. But I want you to really get this. In the game of entertainment, it is a dog-eat-dog world. I don't care what part of the industry that you're in. See, we got this utopia mindset that everybody's our friend and everybody's trying to be out for us. It is a dog-eat-dog world. Either you bite or you get bitten. Either you bite or you get bitten. It's just how it is. Find out if you get divorced. Find out if somebody try to rob you. You find out. This is a dog-eat-dog world. Whether you agree, I'm saying, I don't care if you agree with Katt Williams or not. You think he's lying. You think these other people are telling the truth. I don't care. Once you realize that you look at this with being objectively and not subjectively with your feelings, and realize that in this industry, there ain't no love. The only love you need to have is for yourself. They don't care. And then we are in the age with this whole Epstein thing coming out with who was logged in at his island and things like that. There's so much going on. I know people who got great, women who have got great. I know of men who have got great. This thing is nothing to play with. That's why I said 2024 is the year of receipts. Baby, you make sure you got your receipts together. Because if not, some people's receipts going to trump somebody else's receipts. We didn't even talk about what's going on in the church. So I'm going to try to speed this up and get to, because I don't want to be all day with this. Let me speed them up to where you're going.
Because he's a liar. Nobody knows why liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the program. Cedric did the same thing. Cedric told you when you asked him, did you steal Katt Williams' joke? Yeah. He said, it don't line up. How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came.
So I seen the whole interview. Now, we can all say, with Katt Williams as Cedric the Entertainer, with that joke, both of them did it. But one of them did it first. All you got to do is say, hey, you know what? Yo, man, I did take that joke. I did, man. I'm sorry, man. That's all it did. That's all you got to do. Say, man, you know what? I did take that joke. I was wrong for doing it. I was wrong for doing it. You just admit that you just did that. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is say, I did that. So let's look at this right quick.
He said it don't line up. How it don't line up? He thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know. Right. The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice. Right. It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke. Okay. 1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship.
That don't even make mathematical sense.
Man. Now, y'all be the judge of that. I am not getting into it with that. Y'all be the judge of that. Who really stole the joke? You said when I saw this, I finally when I saw this, I was like, finally, Katt getting his just due. I said Cedric stole the joke. I mean, y'all can agree or not. It is what it is. And that was back when when it first came out, correct. That's the thing. Y'all don't have to agree with Katt Williams. I am not trying to be super fan of Katt Williams and all like that. Now, out of all the people he mentioned, I think Katt Williams is funny. He's the fun. That's just my personal opinion. You can have your own personal opinion. I don't care. But I think Katt Williams is hilarious. I can pull one of his old ones out and still laugh like I've heard it the first time and know where the jokes come out. Can't say that with a lot of
at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? Oh, good old baby and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore. The way you. I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol. I've had a sip, less than you. The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric.
Right there. I can't let these dudes lie. This the part right there. Right there. I can't let these dudes lie. Now, this is the thing. Who knows the truth is Cedric, Steve, Ricky, Faison know the truth. Between all of them, they know the truth of what happened. But I'm going to tell you something that's powerful about what took place. What Katt Williams did was he put a fire underneath all of them, stirred the pot up, and walked away. He put a fire under there and stirred the pot up and walked away. He's like, you know what? I'm going to say all these things, whether you believe it or not, is my truth. And then I'm going to walk away and not say anything online. See, the smart thing would have been is if you were one of the people that were being accused, is not say anything at all. Or come out with the truth. You had two options. Don't reply to Katt Williams because it shows that you're on his level. Or you come out with the truth and say, this is what really took place. If you notice, one individual in this discussion, they only use ad hominems, or they use a way of saying, hey, get the hate out your heart, champ. But they never addressed what he said. You don't even need to address who is Katt Williams. Who is Katt Williams that you even need to address Katt Williams? That shows you that it bothered you. I'm just saying, some people are not even worth bothering to get upset about.
Sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
I want
a lot to get off your chest.
No.
You want to say the rest.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history.
Stop right there. I got to replay that because I want y'all to really get that.
Or to be.
It seems to me, Katt, that you had a lot to get off your chest.
No.
You want to say the record.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history.
Right there. Y'all need to catch what he said right there. Winners are not allowed to what? Allow losers to rewrite history. Fair use in all of this. Fair use. Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. Man. If anything you took out of all of this, you should have took that right there. Winners are not allowed. Winners don't allow losers to rewrite history. How many of y'all allow losers to rewrite your history? That right there was a statement that needs to be, that you cannot refute. Can't refute it. Cannot refute it at all. Whoops, let me go back to where I was. Make sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, you can't rewrite that. I mean, come on. Go to this.
I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened. It's untrue. And there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
for 30 years, they're a group. These aren't 3 random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen.
Y'all, we're gonna get past all that. I want to get past all that stuff. And I'm not gonna be long anyway. I want to get past this and get going.
I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? something wrong with you?
But I don't disagree. I don't dislike all the Cowboys. Cat, damn, you like this?
No, that's
okay.
Not.
What comedian do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
Stop. This is the part I think a lot of people in Hollywood, outside of Hollywood, don't get. This is the part I think they don't get. This is why this is why it's called his story. Correct. This is the part we don't get. In the comedy world, and Katt gave a good example about being on a football team. Y'all in this world, in this Western mindset, don't believe that there is competition. We know some of the women folks don't believe that, but some of the men don't. The comments I read from some of the men on Facebook, Instagram, and different places don't believe that there is a competition. You compete. I don't know why people don't get that. You compete. When I ran track, he's about to give an analogy. He's setting up an analogy. You're competing against the other person. Your work against theirs. And what happens is we have such this utopia mindset that we need to hold hands and seeing we are the world, that we supposed to get along. No, I don't get along with you. I'm competing just like you. That's the reality of it. We don't want to say we want to compete.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just told us straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0. So why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all. As a journalist. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I don't harbor any resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted.
Wow, right there. So all y'all people say he's jealous, he's bitter, he's upset. Oh my God. He just told you right there. He's not upset, not bitter. He said, I don't want anything that they have. Now, whether you agree with Katt Williams or not, I want you to really get that. You don't want nothing that they have. Fair use with this. If you're in the same industry as your friend, he is no longer your friend. He's either a partner or he's a competitor. Please get that right. I wish people would get that. I don't know why people don't get that. This is the weakening of our community and our nation. You think about it. My nephew is going to playing basketball in high school. Why would he go to a particular school who has a poor basketball team and a basketball program? No, he's at a nice basketball program at the school he goes to, and the coaches are invested in him. Why would we invest in something that's going to make him mediocre? I think what happens is so many people are so intoxicated with being mediocre that they have a problem with somebody being great because it outshines them. Let me say that again. I think a lot of people have a problem with someone being great because they're so used to playing mediocre. They're so used to playing underneath the table. They're so used to just getting along to getting by and just doing whatever the bare minimum. That's what I think was really happening. You wonder why you don't get the young lady that you want. You wonder why you don't get the things that you want in life, because you're used to getting things that are bare minimum, get by, so I can just live. Most of the people I realize are just lazy. Where were you? I can say this because somebody said something about him reading 3,000 books. Where were you when I got my library, when I invested in my library? Where were you when I had to study things late at night? Where were you when I having conversation with people to understand how to do certain things? That's when you know you want to be great, when you're ready to compete. Most of these people, and I'm going to say it again, most of these men don't want to compete. And we know when it comes to some of the young ladies, they don't want to compete either. So all the comments I see, people floating around, he's bitter, he's upset. Do you want to compete to be excellent, or you want to be mediocre and you want to be the big fish in a small pond? I'll just keep it in 100. That goes for me too.
If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and that she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side.
Well, what did he say? It's God's side and the other side. Right there. It's God's side and the other side. Y'all better catch this. This is powerful.
And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
And have a number of these.
Amen.
Gee.
The truth is the light.
Right.
Shannon had to take a drink and a
One more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why did he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and they never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard. Right, but he...
Right there. This is what it comes down to, is that Katt Williams want to give his truth on what took place and his truth on this. Whether you agree with him or not, I'm going to say this again, because a lot of people I see do not agree with him, don't like what he said. But the reality of it is, it's about getting his record straight, saying his story, like you said, telling what he thought and what took place. Plain and simple. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, you understand that you may be in the same position when someone's telling something about you that isn't the truth. Are you going to sit back and allow it to happen, or are you going to step up and say something about it? Plain and simple. Fair use when it comes to this. Now, where am I? I'm at 39 minutes. I'm not going to go much longer because I want to speed past this and get past what's being shared. And I want to get a couple more points, and then that's it. And I'm going to get to right here, I believe.
Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A., he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
And so this is the other side right there with Kevin Hart. He said some things about Kevin Hart. And I want you to realize, you got to look at what Kevin Hart said in reply. He never addressed it. He never said it was true. He never said it was false. He just said what he was doing next. The wise thing to do is you never address your accusers. I wish people would get that. You never address An industry play. Yeah, you never address your accusers. Fair use when it comes to this. That's why I sped it up. You never address. Why would he address that? The thing that got Kevin Hart in trouble with his reply back to him was, get the hate out of your heart. Why Kevin said, watch my movie. Right. That's all Kevin was said. Watch my movie. The best thing that Kevin could have said is nothing. Allow the movie to drop. And when it mentioned Katt Williams inside of the movie, then he would have been like, I got you. Y'all got to understand how this is really played. The game that's really played. You got to understand Katt Williams is being the court jester right now. Katt Williams is being the court jester right now, and he's pulling, he's prying and poking at people and seeing who's going to reply. You see, he did something with Pity and Puffy and GD Jakes. He's going to see who's going to reply. He's going to see who's going to say, ouch. This is all the 48 laws of power in play. Who's the master at doing this? 50 Cent. That's all I want you to understand. This is all that's happening. He is playing the 48 laws. If y'all don't know the 48 laws, get the book. 48 laws. He's playing it to the hilt. He's drawing them out and attack. And attack. That's all it is. The game at its finest. I love it.
Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people.
Satan cannot create anything. And when you realize that there's only one power, and that power is of God. But that's a whole nother conversation for those who are aware and not woke, not just woke. And it's interesting that Katt says, I am not afraid of these individuals at all. Do you understand that? Most of y'all they're going to say something about me. They're going to come about me. They're going to stop me from getting the movie. They're going to stop me from moving forward. They're going to stop me from doing this. He is he is not even moved by these people. That's when you know you're free.
That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
Right there. Right there. Look at that stand. This dude is about 5'5" in the face of Shannon Sharp, who played in the NFL. And he says something that I think a lot of people don't get, whether you like it or not. He's not afraid of competition. Y'all keep playing patty cake Baker's man and realize this man just said he's not afraid of competition. Oh, there's no competition out here. I'm in the league by myself, baby. There's always somebody on your heels trying to come after you. There's always somebody who's watching you and saying, oh, I'm going to take him down. You got to realize that that's what keeps you in the fight. That's what keeps you going to the next level. There's always competition. I wish people would get this, especially these people who be commenting on posts and things like that. There's always competition. There's always going to be somebody after you, somebody who's trying to do better than you. One of my sons in the military, he has to compete to get to the next thing. Please, there you go, 48 laws of power coming in. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victims. Bingo. Bingo. Right there. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. They don't understand the game, man. They want to, oh, Katt Williams did this. Understand the game is being played and you don't even know it.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, I was they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow. Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers.
Wait a minute. A legacy is built by getting on the line and competing. A legacy is built by getting on the line and competing. This is the problem right there. I love when he said this shortcut. Come on. It's so many, Shalonda, there's so many people want a shortcut to everything. Show me how to get a woman. Show me how to get married. What do I need to do this? They want shortcuts, but they don't want to get on the line and compete. Shout out to Ron Wills. Shout out to you, Ron Wills. Still praying for you. Thank you that you're getting better. Said something in there. He said something in the video I watched him yesterday. He said, you know what he said? The high value men are not worried about, anybody else competing with them. They're in the class by themselves. The problem is nobody wants to get on the line and compete to build a legacy. If you're sitting down, man, the legacy is built by getting in the game. I promise you. Let's see what he says right here, because most people want to take a shortcut. Show me the shortcut of what I need to do. How do I get there? Everybody want a freaking shortcut.
They canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency.
Wait a minute, Katt. We got it right here. This part right here.
Wow.
Fair use.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did.
I told him no. What y'all do?
Whoa. This is what I'm saying. Y'all talk about that industry, not just the entertainment industry. That's the church that can go to the corporate industry. It goes the same way. What would you do to get to the next level? Are you willing to take a shortcut and someone offered for you to do for you, brothers, to come to the mic? Would you do that? I don't care. I know some people. I don't want to say what I was about to say. I want to draw into, and I don't want to be drawn into anything. I don't want to be drawn into anything. But I'm here to. Are you willing to say no to some things? Christian Keys talk about exposure to one on the same thing. Yeah, Christian Keys. I'm on the fence with Christian Keys. He a little sus. That's just my personal opinion. But get on that casting couch, and your family don't have no food, and you need to do something to get some money, or you going back home. Would you compromise yourself and your soul to come to somebody and step to the mic at somebody else? And don't get it, this just men this happened to. This happened to women all the time. And now we're seeing that it's been, and this is the thing, it didn't just happen just in the 2000s or the 19 or in the 90s, or didn't in the 80s or in the 70s. Baby, this been going on since this industry, entertainment industry, been going on. And be honest with you, if you go fact check what I'm saying, it's been happening since the 30s, since the 20s. Check the child actors. Check the child actors and what they had to do. How the parents would they were so eager for their child to be in a movie or to be in a script that they put their child in compromising positions so that they can become famous. Same thing in the church industry. Let's keep it 100. Some guys and some people, women, want to be so down with a particular pastor, bishop, prophet, whatever the case may be, that they compromise themselves and they never get the title that they've been looking for. Trust me, it happens. Trust me. I'm down with you, pastor. I'm down with you, prophet. I'm down with you, bishop. I'm down with you. I understand you down, but you, as Lamont from Saffron Son, you have been over Billy. I'm not against what anybody do in their bedroom. It's just what it is, what it is. Call it what it is. Just be honest about it. What are you willing to what are you willing to compromise your soul, your integrity, just to get to the next level? Some of the power, you said something earlier, is the power to say no. Could you live with yourself knowing that you did something to get to the next level that you can later on be ashamed of?
And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he has 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie?
Competition. Competition again. Y'all, receipts, competition again. Please understand that. Whether you like, Steve is already from Cleveland, where I'm from. Glenville. Shout out to Glenville. I'm Collinwood. I went to Collinwood, but you know, it's nothing but no love lost. It's about competing. He competed against his own brother, Bernie Mac. Oh, y'all, Steve wouldn't do that. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So everybody, you say this, everybody say, that's my dog, he down, whatever the case may be. Look what just happened. And it's been stated that Steve was competing against Bernie Mac, that he was jealous of him because he was a better comedian than he was. Don't get mad about it. Just suck it up and say, what do I need to do to get better? It's competition. I think that's the problem with some ladies here. They don't believe there's competition until the men decide to get on the airplanes and leave. And then they want to cry and moan. You said receipts, right? Receipts. I met Steve's dad when working at the bank. Really? How we tell the right from wrong? Well, there's a lot to say about that from how we can tell from right from wrong. Let me get this going. I want to get this done. We had almost an hour. I don't want to be going long, and I want to speed it up.
Star. So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life. So no. Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you got to be doing karaoke around the country to make that work. And he is.
Got to understand what Katt Williams is doing. All he's doing is shooting shots. And if you get hit by it, oh well.
But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not going to have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym. But you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay, let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we'll get...
I want to protect it real quick, because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said, I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you're talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Cedric.
Okay. You said 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said the dates wrong, yeah. So
let's go and clear that up.
Okay.
You said,
yeah.
I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up.
I want you to get something. All he's doing is showing receipts. We talked about that earlier, so I want to get past that. Because he's standing up again. Uh-oh.
I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why would I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Now, I'm reading. Katt Williams won Cedric the Entertainer's and Heiser Bush Best Los Angeles Comic Award. Did you win that award, won Katt Williams? It's a simple yes or no. It's not a rhetorical question.
It's a question that probably should have been asked to Cedric the Entertainer.
I'm asking you. I got you here, though.
I know. I couldn't believe Cedric didn't get asked that question. You still a dude's joking and giving an award, and then 10 years later, you don't know nothing about it. Hey, but I promise you this.
What?
If he sees me again before he sees you, he'll be talking different when you see him. That's for certain. That's the difference. That's what these comics understand, is that I'm not doing nothing for clout. I don't even recognize clout. But eventually, the Lord is going to let me and you be in one hallway. A lot of these dudes go. Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever being in the same building with me at the same time. If I go in the building, he walk out. You've never seen us in the same building ever in 25 years.
Wow.
It's like that. Why?
Yes,
because I'm really the product. It's not what you think. I am never under the influence of anything. I'm always in my right mind. I'm always a physical specimen. And when you see me, I'm much, much bigger than you had thought.
I gotta laugh. This dude is only 5'5", but I want you to look what he's saying. Whether you agree with him or not, I want you to get what he's saying. I want you to get what he's saying. This dude is so, Katt Williams is so confident in himself that he believes in his mind that he's much bigger than what he is. I want you to really get this fair use, the God confidence. Yeah, I seen that. What about when he fought the teenager? Yeah, I know. He's so confident in himself that he's much bigger than what he is in physical stature. Strength like Samson. Remember, Samson was a little man. God confidence. Yeah, I see this. What about when he fought the teenager? Man, yeah, there's so many nuance. We could talk about that. But I want you to really, what you're seeing right here is a man who's confident in themselves. Whether you agree with him, you like him, he's talking crazy. He's bitter, and what about this and what about that? What about he fought the teenager? I understand all that. Catch what he's saying. If I step in the room with you, I'm much bigger in person. He understands his assignment and he understands who he is. Let me run it back for those who have missed it because y'all was so sleeping and you just heard the jokes. It was funny, but I want you to really get what he's saying. Watch his body language.
Let's go. Kevin Hart done went 25 years without ever being in the same building with me at the same time. If I go in the building, he walk out. You've never seen us in the same building ever in 25 years. Like, it's like that. Why?
Yes,
because I'm really the product. It's not what you think. I am never under the influence of anything. I'm always in my right mind. I'm always a physical specimen. And when you see me, I'm much, much bigger than you had thought. I have far less play in me than you would like. And I'm relentless. I'm out there. I'm still, to this day, I play 11 games of basketball with a 20-year-old. The record is 92-6. This is just in the yard, just to the rack, because...
You work out, Cat? You work out, Cat?
Not to the gym.
You don't work out at the gym? You push ups, sit ups?
My whole life it was just push ups and sit ups only. I would do like 100 push-ups a day. Just
I thought you were gonna say 1,000.
no, because this is literally every day.
Right.
This is not for the for the gram. You know what I mean? Like literally 100 a day. And I would do push-ups, and then I tore both my rotator cuffs, and so it was only thanks to golf that I was even able to get my
You a golfer now?
back. I've been a golfer for quite some time. My short game is impeccable. I can't get
This the thing. I want you to understand. This is all a setup. Let me get past all this.
course, I'm she, her, him, them, and they. Whoever the front tee.
I know we're joking. We're having a great conversation, but you did win the award. How did the award help your career? It had to help something, Katt.
Nope.
God, come on, Katt.
I didn't remember it happened until you just said it. How can Cedric give you an award that was worth something? Everything Cedric and Ricky Smiley ever been in got canceled for not being funny. Ricky sat here and told you that they cut him out of every movie he did. They always had a reason. Like, that's why I'm funny, because I'm a happy person. I laugh all day long. I can't even imagine the misery of these bums. Just to not be good at what you do, not work hard at what you do, but have to act like you're the best at what you do. It is crazy. It's crazy.
But they be touring. They be doing like 100 shows a year.
That's me. I don't run into none of them. That's what I'm saying. If you're a Faison Love fan, you mean you've been a fan of him for 32 years, you still waiting on him to do his first special?
Uh-oh.
You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now?
I mean, Steve got a lot of other
DL's still out there. None of those irons matter to stand-up. Who cares that they wrote a placard for you to do Family Feud on? Like, you're successful because we're surprised you can talk for a living and it's entertaining that you're going to say some funny country things. But not a writer.
Right.
Not a writer.
When you got into stand-up, was crossing over, was doing TV, was doing movie, was that a part of it? You're like, okay, I'm doing stand-up. Okay, the next progression is TV movies.
Throughout the history of stand-up, sir. That's the goal for all of us. That's how it goes. That's why when you hear these dudes talking about, oh, I didn't want to be a movie star, you just know it's disingenuous. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Yeah, oh, no, I just wanted to do a game show.
Right.
What? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I thought you did Mark Curry's show over after he had just done hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Once again, another indictment. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the guys, and Happy New Year's to you. Glad you're breaking down Katt Williams. This is the man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Avoiding stepping into a great man's shoes. Very smart move. Shout out to you, Jonathan W. Thank you for the super chat right there. I want you to understand what he did. He never aligned himself on the same level as them. Please understand what Katt Williams just did. He made sure he did not align himself on the same level as these individuals. Whether you agree with them or not, whether you think they're funny or not, he did not do that. But what he did do was expose the stories that they were telling that didn't line up. That's why it's so important. I'm saying it again. 2024 is the year of receipts. Have your receipts. Have your proof, not for anybody else, but for you. I don't care how you slice it, dice it, whatever the case may be. Have proof that you did what you did and what took place. I remember I had a situation. I was playing where I stay at, and I lost my receipt. Lost the receipt. What I had to do once I went to go find and did all my research and got my information, I was able to get my receipt and make sure that my where I stayed at was paid for. You got to understand this year is a year of receipts. That means some things are going to be exposed. Some people are going to be exposed. That's why I'm here to tell you. I'll be the first one to tell you. I don't got it all together. I did some things. I done said some things. I've been some places. If you said I've been to a strip club, I've been to a strip club. Only once. That was Gold Rush in Atlanta, and it was women in there. So I want nobody, and you went to Gold Rush, I don't know. No, Gold Rush, and then women was in there. Did I drink? Yep. Did I smoke a cigar? Yep. Did I go dance somewhere? Yep. Anything you said, I don't care. I done did it. The best thing you can do is expose your own self. Best thing you can do, tell your own truth. I don't care. This the thing. If you're going to put out a persona that you are this person and I don't do anything and I'm holier than thou and I did that and I never went over here. Stop the lying. Stop the capping. Just tell the truth. Yup, I did it. Just say it. Yep. I was homeless. I rode the bus, I rode the helpline. Yep. I had $2 to my name. Yep. I was behind on my child support. Whatever it is, just tell the honest to God truth. Yep. I slept with some women that were not the prettiest. Thank you. 48 laws again. Never seemed too perfect. Yep. I slept with some women that wasn't pretty. So ain't nobody saying, oh, I know like some dudes be on here capping that they slept with every woman they slept with was a dime piece. Nope. I slept with some people that slept with some women who were not dime pieces. And the standard of people calling dime pieces. Just be completely honest. Yep. I worked for a ministry. Yep. I tricked before. I done paid money. I done tricked on a girl before. So all these people want to say, oh, how you going to be talking game? I tricked before. Yeah, I did it before. Keep it. Won't you keep it a buck? Because if people, I cheated on somebody before. Yep, I was married before. I was married twice. Or anything you want to put on LDA, I did it. I did it. Yep. I did it. I did it. Yep. I did it. This is the thing. It ain't for anybody else. It's to free you. This is the problem I think a lot of people don't get. It is to free you. Yeah, they said they saying it was interrupted. I'm looking at right because of fair use. I knew it was going to be interrupted. But yeah, I did it. What you want to do? Yep, I stole from the store before Father I have seen. Yeah. Honesty is liberty. I'm telling you. Honesty gives you liberty, right? Psycho Marshall Mathers III. Yeah, y'all need to just be completely honest. These people be on here capping that they ain't do none of the stuff they did. Yeah. Just the thing. When you coming up here pretending like you got it all together, that you ain't did nothing. I've been in this game doing this for the longest. I've been a part of the game. I've been doing you ain't been doing nothing. Sit your rabbit self down. This is what people want. And I've said it last year and I'm saying it again. They want somebody who's going to be authentic and tell the truth about themselves. Not nobody who's going to be pretentious, but they ain't never did nothing. What's going on, Golden Child, man? Shout out to this brother. He been rocking for the longest time. Shout out to this brother. I never cheated though. I'm not going to cap on that. Salute. Golden Child, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Y'all need to be just completely honest. Yeah, it frees you. This is the problem that we have. You need to you confess your sins to one another. You need to say, yeah, man, I did that. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. I did that. I'm just telling you. Most of these people are capping. When I mean super capping online, they capping. They ain't did half the stuff they did. They said they did. Their game don't line up to what they're talking about. They're living an online persona that ain't really them. They ain't putting the work and studying. They ain't putting the work and researching. They ain't putting the work. They say they talked to these many women or they did all this. You ain't did nothing. Just be honest about that. Just be honest. I'm just going to be thank you. Good shout out to Sister Ronita. Good to see you. Most people are capping. They're lying. From preachers, teachers, prophets, people online, they lying. Transparent brings transformation. Right. Just tell the truth. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did it. I remember a situation happened when somebody broke something at work. And what I did was I said, you know what? I went right to my bosses or my manager's office, say, yo, so-and-so, I'm the one who did this. I'm the one that messed up. I'm the one that got people together and we fixed it. That is the key. This is what real men do, what real women do. Just tell the honest to God truth. Yeah, I did that. Stop embellishing the story. Stop trying to make yourself look like something you are not. None of us are perfect. None of us. Some of y'all don't want to be honest about it. Or they do what they tell you not to do, but behind the scenes, cough, cough, cough. DJ Academics. You caught that. If you're tricking, just say you're a trick. Just say it. Just say it. Yeah, I trick. You know what? I trick on women. If you go to the strip club, just be honest. Say you go to the strip club. If you drink a little bit, say you drink. Stop pretending like, I never do that. I am not that person. I live all my life like this. Stop lying. Ain't no one person. And this is the thing. I'm gonna say this too, since because I already got they already interrupted the video. Let me say this. Just be honest about what you really like to do. What you really like to do that you don't want nobody to know. This the problem. When you try and what my grandfather used to say to Papa used to say, when you shucking and jiving around here, just be honest about what you really like. Just be honest about it. If you like certain things, you need to be honest about it. There's certain things I like. There's certain women I like. Certain body types, certain women that talk, certain mindsets I like. Just be honest about it. Stop pretending like, oh, I never do that. I don't like those type of women. I'm all over this. Stop lying. Because when we catch you, 2024, receipts got you. So I want nobody pretending. You don't need to pretend anymore. Give up the charades. Take the mask off. Tell the honest to God truth. This is what it is. Receipts going to reveal you. The receipts are going to reveal you. Your own receipts, your own heart is going to say, I can't take it no more. I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of lying to people, lying to myself that this is who I am. You ain't that. If you know me, I love hats. I got about 10 to 15 hats, collections of hats. I don't need to pretend like I don't like hats or I don't wear hats. I love hats. I love the way they said, you need to be honest. This is when it comes down. Understand the game that all Katt Williams was a conduit. That's all he was. He was just a person who was just saying, this is what it is. Shout out to Sister Ronita again. Be honest. If you want to change, then do that and then be free. That's all it is. I'm tired of these people pretending like they don't do nothing. I remember I'm not going to say that because if I say it, people are like, oh, you talking about? Don't just tell the truth, man. Tell the truth to yourself. As what they used to say, and they say in the church, tell the truth and shame the devil. Like I said, most of these dudes online, I just listen. Oh man, I be doing this game. I be running this. I'm looking like, whoa, role player. In my mind, I think you like girls. I think you like boys. Whoa, player, I don't think what you saying is adding up, but I don't say nothing. It ain't my place to say something to certain people. My place is just keep quiet and smile. And don't think I'm talking about anybody y'all know. So don't even think that. But your game is giving you up. Your talk is not adding up. You can tell I work in a certain industry. I'm an HVAC tech. I can tell if you know anything about the industry that I am in. What's going on? What's going on, Lane? I can tell if you're in the same industry that I'm in by the shop talk. If you start talking about tires and you start talking about wheels, I know you're not in the HVAC arena. That's why I could tell somebody who doesn't have game. They don't talk shop the same way. They may know the lingo, they may know the right words to say, but they don't know how it all put together. They know nothing about an air house. They know nothing about pneumatics. They know nothing about when an actuator. These are all terms inside of the field that I'm in. Same thing when it comes to the game. Same thing when it comes to women. That's why I know what some guys don't know nothing about women. They regurgitate what they heard their mama say or what they heard somebody say online. I'm just keeping it 100. I hope this is not too real for you guys because most people want to pretend up when it comes to this. That's when I know some people don't know nothing about church. They heard something, they seen something on church. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that the church be taking money. They be doing all this. You don't know nothing about church. You ain't never been, and you probably been on Easter, Christmas, and then maybe in the summertime. You don't know nothing about the church. How can you even talk about it? That's why I be laughing at some of these commentators talking about church. They don't even know that they don't know the intricate parts of what goes on inside the church. Please help me. That's the last time you been was Easter, when your mama got you an Easter suit and you went there for the Easter bunny and you wanted some Easter egg candy. Please. That's why I be tripping out when people have an opinion about the church they ain't never been in. Bring it out. Bring it out. I'm just saying, man, these people be tripping me out. That's why many times you see me smile, I don't say nothing. Maybe in person, I'm like this. I'm really a low-key person. I don't really get loud. I'm saying this, but I'm just calling it out. People got more opinions and they got more to say. They ain't never been behind the scenes at all. That's why I just laugh. I'm just keeping it 100. Keep it at 100%. That's why I can put more. If you probably see, so for those who say, well, LGA, you said you go to church. Yup, you probably see me at the club too. I was there. Yup. I was on a Lakeshore at my dudes had a spot. I was at his spot. Yup. My cousin have a spot somewhere else. You'll see me out there. It's my cousin's spot. They got good food there. Why wouldn't it? Don't take away from me being a Christian. Y'all people, man, these people, they're so self-righteous, but then when you call them out, they're getting into their feelings. Come on. Right. Thank you, Sister Ronita. People trip me out. People so self-righteous, when you call them out, don't say that, I'm going to sue you. You're wrong. That's not right. Dude, the best thing you can do is tell the truth. So self-righteous. You can't tell them no wrong. But the people that are most self-righteous, be the ones be slipping in the darkness. They be slipping in the dark. Sleeping with you know who. With this deacon, with this guest pastor. Keep it 100. Or let me keep it a little bit more 100, since y'all done got me turned up now. You with the other, you a sister and you with the other sister. Who you sleep with ain't none of my business. I don't care what you do, but just keep it 100. This is what you do. This is what you do. So don't come up here talking about, well, ODA, we think you're phony. Man, I keep it 100. I am who I am. I did what I did. Some things I did was not right. Some of the things I said were not right. Some of the places I went were not good. If you see me out, I'm going to be the same way, and I ain't going to act surprised. Oh, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? No, I was there too. This is what people want. People want people who are going to be authentically who they are and not pretentious or pretending to be something that they're not. Some of these people talking game are just straight up nerds. They talk more stuff about game and game and game. We know behind the scene, we do a fact check. You was a nerd back in school. You want to fact check me? Go fact check me. I was a quiet guy in school. I was with the nerds or the guys that were people were smart, and then I was with the cool kids. If we want to have the cool kids. I was between two places. Go fact check me. You want to find out? I lived off St. Clair. Was I in the game? No, I did not sell drugs. I don't need to pretend like I sold drugs because I lived off of St. Clair, 118th and St. Clair. I don't need to pretend. I didn't sell drugs. I didn't do it. Did I go to college? Yeah, I went to college and I failed out. Keep it 100. Tell your true story. People want honesty, not this pretentious, pretending, fake ass stuff. I go to the finest places to eat. I go to the finest places to dine. I go over here and do all these things. You ain't did none of those things because you're trying to get people to kiss up to an image that you don't even believe about yourself. I mean, and it's bad. Since I'm on this 10, where I'm at, I gotta go in a few minutes. But it's bad when even in the church. Don't let me get in church. People be so pretending. Then they get nervous when a real prophet or somebody come along and expose them and the real stuff they really be doing. Some people go to church just to hide so they can feel less guilty about the things that they did. I know, because I'm in there. Real spill. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. And I'm here what's going on, Joe Blask? Shout out to you. Happy birthday to you. Shout out to my dude. Happy birthday to you, belated birthday. Just keep it at 100. I have to go in because you know why? I've been in church life, born there. Disingenuous behavior, correct. Disingenuous, keep it 100. This is what you do. This is the part that most people don't want to see. Most people want to live in a fantasy. They want to live in a fantasy when everyone plays into their fantasy little world. They want to be Kim and she wants to be Barbie. Baby, you ain't Ken, and brother, sister, you ain't Barbie. You ain't even shaped like Barbie. Brother, you even look like Ken. Shoot, you might even like Steve. So let's keep it at 100. This is what this the thing I think a lot of people don't want to face or want to deal with is keep it at 100. This is what we see with this interview. You see how Katt is looking in that picture? See how he's looking? That's why I don't know, man. I don't know. That's exactly what I've been thinking, and that's why a lot of people don't want to. That's a lot of people don't want to attend church because people be pretending I'm on this. I'm better than them. Fire the church. LDA kicking the truth, man. I'm from the church. My father was a preacher, was a pastor at one time. Then he became a teacher in the church, in the Lord's church. When stuff it's not adding up, time to subtract. I love the math. Love the math. Let's keep it 100. I mean, for real. Same thing when I see people at work. They be talking about this. I got this degree and I worked over here. Man, we can look right here, tell you your conversation gives you away that we know you don't have. Either you cheated and got your degree or you don't have a degree in what you said you have. I know of an individual now. This person claims he's an engineer. When you ask him an engineer question about you ask him a particular study in that engineer factor, he can't help you. He don't know nothing. He's grabbing for straws. He's on the phone call trying to get the answer. But I'm thinking in my mind, I thought you said you was an engineer. Just be honest about where you at. You'll go much further in 2024. These people be clowning, man. Some things, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but you see me, you just keep it. I thought I seen you at church, LDA, but I also thought I seen you drinking some wine. Yup, you saw me drinking some wine. I like Chardonnay. Yeah, I like it sweet. Rosé, come on, I like it sweet. Come on, Shalonda, you know we telling the truth. The thing of it is, I'm not saying for you to live a mediocre life. I'm saying to live your best life and where you are at and go higher. This is what most people have a problem with this interview with Katt Williams and the whole thing. They're used to living a mediocre life and they don't want to be honest about where they're at. If I'm lying, anybody think I'm lying and I'm telling the untruth, let me know in the chat room. Sister Ronita said it right. That's the reason why a lot of people don't want to come to the church. Why would I come to the church? Why would I come? Why would I come listen to a broadcast? That's why I'm telling you, man. If some of the broadcasts, and this is the other thing. Let me say this I'm gonna say this since I'm going off today. Don't be talking about a passport, bro, and all that situation. And your behind has not been out the country, and you have not dealt, and you only think men are just going out there for pay for play. Since we just gloves off, and I need to go take a shower or whatever the game. Woo, boy, y'all didn't. A lot of bros have left the church. I wonder what it is. We know what it is. They know why they left the church. I'm gonna tell you why they left the church. Because they left the church because the church is not speaking to them. They're talking to the women because they're catering to the demographics that pay them. That's what it really is. I know because I've been there. I understand the dynamic. Most of the time, the preacher is speaking to the women. He's not speaking to the women, to the men, and the message is mostly emotional and not logical, and it's not systematically, so men can say, hey, how do I live that? Just keep it 100. You got the shouting, you got the music, you got everybody falling out, getting up and all. That's good. I'm all for it. I'll dance you in church. But many times the church is speaking to the women in the church. They're not speaking to the men, and the men are just there because there's some cute women there, or they're good there because they feel a certain kind of way, and they remember as a kid they needed to get to church. Many times the church is not speaking to men. Some churches are all about the money. Some churches are about empowering the people. So I don't want to say it's all about I'm not saying it's all about the money, because I know I've seen both sides. Some churches are all about the money, but I'm going to, even with that side, you need money to keep the church going. But just keep 100. The church is not speaking to the men because the men don't come. When they come, we men need to hear logic. They don't need a bunch of emotions. They don't need a bunch of hooping and hollering. They don't need some man to say, hey, this is the reason why the nation of Islam has won over men over the church. Why the Hebrew Israelites have run over the men, and shout out to the people in that. This is no slight against them, because they're bringing logic, line upon line, precept upon precept, and there's not a bunch of emotion. They're speaking to the core of what men need. Prophet Israel warned us about these matriarchs of Israel. Let us see what we can find them. Yep. See, this may be too much. Y'all made me go off. They didn't get this stream already. Hope my mom and them didn't see this. You telling the truth, keep it. I love it. You're right. That's why a lot of men don't want to come to the men of out of order. Yeah, the men are out of order. Men don't want to come to that. I'm not against, but you need to have some men up there who gonna give. When I went to a particular church, and only Sister Ronita would know, the men went on my head when I came there. They was like, hey, you need to get this together. You need to dress a certain way. We need to get this together. They were on me. Are you living right? What you doing? How your money? They don't want to hear the truth. Some men don't want to hear the truth. Right. But the thing of it is, they need to hear the truth from a man. And men and women think different. That's the game. We process different. We need to hear, why are you saying that? Y'all made me go on this whole tangent, but it needs to be said. That's the reason why. That's the reason why some people can listen to Honorable Louis Farrakhan. He makes sense. You don't have to agree with everything he says, but he's making sense. He's hitting on things that are triggers for men. Many times the people in the pulpit are only hitting triggers that hit for women. If I offended you, preachers, please forgive me. I'm just telling the truth. I sat in many churches for too long. New Community Bible Fellowship has a lot of men on fire for God. I see men in place. Right. I don't know. So back to Katt Williams. All is now. That's what I'm saying about people being phony. So if you want to call me out, the LDA's a phony. He ain't real. I didn't this stream and many streams I didn't say who I was. When somebody said, well, I went to school with you, you wasn't like that. No, I grew. I seen you just a couple of weeks ago. You was doing this. Yep, that was me. That was me. People want people to tell the honest to God truth. So help them God. Yes, God created us different, and you don't. You know that your expectations will be unrealistic. Yeah. That's the thing. We're expecting men. See the problem. Let me keep it 100, but keep it a little bit further. Since something we said about the church, because I know church people listening. You got to understand the dynamic in the church is that we've been seeing for a lot of years is that the mothers bring the children to church. So the processing is he's getting that male child is getting processed at home by his mother. Now he's getting processed what? At church by a mother. And there will be many lawless elders, shepherds dealing wrong by their own sheep, and they will ravage them, owning to their own having holy sheep. Yep, Isaiah chapter 3. Yep, see, facts. Elevation continues always. That's what I'm. So you think I'm reverend? You think I'm just saying this to be funny? This is a year of receipts. That's why I don't judge people what they do. You ain't hear me say nothing about the whole Bishop Jakes allegation and the whole P. Diddy thing. I don't care. I don't care. People do what people gonna do. I don't care. I really don't care. Because I know when I look in the mirror, I know some things ain't right with me, and not those things that they're accusing these people of. So I want you to put that in the same context. Two different contexts. I know separately from the context of what I just said about those two individuals, and good to see you, Shalonda. I mean, Sharice, that my context is completely in some things ain't right. I did some things, and ain't those things either. I'll admit that that's why I stopped going. I thought the church was supposed to be judge free. Whoa. Right there. Here's a grown man that said this is the reason why he don't go to church. He was more judged in the church than outside the church. They used to say something in the church years ago. They said you gotta catch them before you can skin them. You gotta catch them before you can skin them. Many times you ain't even just. Who wants to go to a place when you're being judged and condemned about everything you do? I'm not saying that just the thing, you don't need to correct your things. You need to correct your behavior. But come on, I got to be caught first. Y'all, I know preachers are listening, people in the clouds and people shooting game. And I'm going to say back to the passport. All those people have something. Where's your passport? Are you just looking at these guys going because you think they're going for pay for play? There are dudes that go for pay for play in different countries. Shoot, people come here for pay for play. Come down to Prospect over here by Tower City. There's pay for play in Cleveland. Let's keep it 100. So all these people want to say these things. Where have you gone under? People talk what's popular and what's going to get them clicks and likes and what's going to get them views. So all these people talk about these passport brothers, the passport gentlemen, they doing this, they doing that, they're going for pay for play. Baby, go around your corner. Somebody doing pay for play. There's a strip club around you somewhere. There's something around you. There's people doing pay for play now. Shoot, you go to a massage parlor here in Ohio or somewhere else, somebody getting paid for play. So please, and what my thing is, let me say, y'all got me on a whole nother tangent. I'm going to say this again. Why you worry about what somebody else do with their body parts? Why you worry? Some of y'all playing a casual for play. Why you worried about what somebody doing with their phallus or what somebody doing with their kitty cat? That's their business. People gonna do it. Oh my God. Now people need to understand if someone's judged you, they will be judged also by God's word and said as a believer, there is a righteous judgment according to his word, right? So I want people to really get that. Why are you worrying about what another man does with his phallus? Why are you worrying about what a woman you don't know in another country doing what she do? Many times I think people upset because they can't do it themselves. Many times I think people are upset because they can't do pay for play because they're in the relationship or they're married. So it's best to condemn somebody else who's doing it because you can't go out and pay for play. That's what the real deal is. That's what it really come down to. You mad because you can't go out there and play. And when I was a kid and me and my brother, we got in trouble. When my father said, y'all can't go outside, and we see everybody outside playing kickball. You see everybody out there playing kickball, playing down the man, playing any bounce, throwing the football. And we were in the house like, we can't go outside. We wanted to play so bad with everybody. And then my friends in my neighborhood were bad. They would come in your yard and play. And no, you can't come outside and play. They will get in my dudes that I live in the neighborhood I live. They will come in our backyard and play football, and no, we can't go outside and play. We sit there like, dog. Me and my brother like, man, we can't even come outside. We in trouble. We didn't clean our room. We didn't finish the dishes up at night. And we can't go out. And my father said, you don't go outside. And don't let him find out that you went outside when he told you not to. That's what I think the problem is with some of these guys and some of these women. And so the women who's hating on these guys going out the country and finding other women, talking about these other women are illiterate, that they homeless and that they poor. Baby, you better stop talking about these other women. The same vitriol that you got for them, baby, they're going to give it back to you. Leave people alone. People going to do what they want to do since the beginning of time. People going to do pay for play. Either they pay for play or giving it up for free. So that's why I don't have no problem with the guys going out for passport bros, because a lot of them are not just going for pay for play. Some of them are going down there because they generally want to know the country. They want to learn a new culture. They want to get out of the matrix that's here. They want to stop dealing with certain women that are here. Keep it 100. Let me finish this up. I didn't go on further than I normally go. I'm almost at 2 o'clock, and I normally don't go there. Let me see what Katt Williams seen. I already got stopped again. So
Why would you do all of that man stuff that he did on his show on yours, and then do the dude stand up when you go on the road, and then you never put Mark Curry on your show or nothing? Like, if you don't say anything, these dudes will run over you. I don't know if you know how bullies operate.
I
but
do.
If you don't stand up for yourself, there really is nothing they won't do.
Right. Do you consider yourself a king of comedy? Where's Katt
No,
Williams?
they consider that. Like when after Bernie left, them same 3 guys I'm telling you about, the Kings,
Yeah.
right? Because DL is the greatest.
Yeah.
No DL slander gets tolerated. But they came to me. I was supposed to be the 4th king. I got the offer.
right there. I'm going to cut it right there. I done said enough. I probably didn't get in trouble. I didn't say enough about a lot of people. That's why there's so many people going on the internet about celebrities and so on because their lives ain't worth you know what. Correct. Right. Who cares what Kevin, what Steve, and what these other people are doing? I don't give a rat's you know what. And so all your people think, so wait a minute. LDA, do you? Yeah, I cuss sometimes too. So don't get that twisted in. I thought you were a Christian. Yep, sure I am. Love Jesus, know the Bible, been taught, educated, all that. But if you cross me, I may cuss you and ask for forgiveness. Is that the right thing to do? So all those preachers, well, you shouldn't be living holy. It shouldn't be. And if we did catch you at the right time, you might cuss too. Should we never know you may cuss in the bedroom when you're with your wife? So cut it out. Cut it out. People will be pretending too much. I tell you. Just be completely honest. This is what you are, what you do. When a perceived sin, which sin is just missing the mark. Yeah, he's reaching. Everyone had their opinion. You can say he's reaching for him, reaching. And you know what? And I'm glad you said that, because everybody has their opinion on what they think would happen here. Only people who know the truth are the people him and the people he's talking about. He said, I know I cuss a lot and read more than most pastors. I'll put it to the test. So I want you to really get this. That's why I said 2023 is a year of receipts. It's a year of just being completely honest and telling the honest to God truth of what's going on. Not for someone else, but for you. Don't come up here. Don't come listening to me. Don't come to me later. Man, I wish I could have said that. Just be honest with you. I remember, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to try to say it in a certain way. I remember somebody said something about me, saying that I was a womanizer. That I was not a womanizer, but that I was a misogynist. How the heaven and hell, you call me a person would call me that when you cheating on your wife. And everybody knows. Let me take these gloves off. I know that may be too much for some people. That might be too much for somebody. Don't, like I said, I put in my post. Yeah. Right. If listen to anything I said on here, I have women that come on here. I have women of many age brackets who come here and listen and know that I do not hate women. That's what misogynist is. But don't tell me that when we know you sleeping around on your wife. One thing is not better than another. Y'all got the uncut, as my dudes would say behind the scene. Y'all didn't get Lawrence D. Adams. Y'all didn't get LDA today. You got Larry today. Uncle Larry showed up today. Uncle Larry showed up today. Raw and uncut. That being said, this is when spirituality and the game combines, the thinking class. And I'm going to say something too, so if people are listening, I ain't going to be going live like this a whole lot this year. I'm going to put up some videos. Going live like this is good, but I'm going to put up some videos. I got videos in the cut that I'm going to put up in the can that I'm going to start making and putting out. I'm not going to go live so don't get mad if I don't go live all the time. I'm still here. I want to see you grow. I want to see you progress. But I'm in the process of changing and remolding and pushing this channel in the right direction I think it should go, that serves not just me, but it serves you as an individual. And I think the best thing I can do is to be completely honest and upfront on where it is and where it's not going. If you want somebody to give you canned dog food, this ain't the place. I ain't gonna be going live all the time. I'm going to definitely be going restructuring this and pulling it in the right direction. I think it should go so it better serves you and showing you more of a lifestyle to live and not just one sector of where it has been for years. If you want some of the older things I've done, check out the things I did with Pimp God, check out some of the old videos I did. I'm going to make sure I showcase a lifestyle. What I mean by a lifestyle of a man that's connected with the Almighty, a man who's connected with his family, with his sons, who's connected with life. People just pick out words out of the dictionary and just put them out there without truly correct. I agree. People do it all the time. That's why I go back and study. If I don't know the meaning of a word, I'm going to look it up. I have plenty of videos up here you can go look at. Plenty of videos and lives to go back and log. Yep. And some videos I took off, but I'm not going to be going live. I'm telling you now. So y'all expect me to go live all the time? I am in the process of going to put out more videos. And when I go live, I make sure you know, and I'm going to probably get together a text, or you get a text message, or you get something to let you know that I'm going live. I'm not doing it like that anymore. I realized the real value is I done gave it already, and I'm going to give strategic value where it's needed at and in different areas. I'm just keeping it. This live right here is the most probably the Uncle Larry showed up today. Y'all want to know who showed up today? Unadulterated, keep it 100%, 10 stacks down. And let me say something else, because everybody I'm gonna say, because somebody always think this. I was never, ever, ever a pimp. So I want nobody to say, wait, I seen the picture you had with Good Game from American. I was never a pimp. I ain't have no women out there getting money out there. As much as you show love women, to call you a misogynist is stupid. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, to call me a misogynist. What the hell? Look at this. There's a woman right here. We need some meetups. We outside. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just saying, I'm going to showcase lit. I don't want to showcase something that's phony. I'm going to showcase a real man, real problems, real life, real family with 2 sons, real whoever I'm not telling what I'm dating, whatever the case may be, a real life. This is what y'all need to see. All this phony baloney stuff, that's what I'm talking about. We love women around here. Yeah. And then we ain't tricking over here. We ain't placating either. So I said this years ago. I'm gonna say it again. Everybody get the belt over here. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. I just want to keep it where you. I don't want to be out here being phony, man. I want to be for real. Be a real winner. So I'm gonna showcase this year. I'm showcasing. So I want you to know, you see the shift in the content, the shift of what I'm doing. It's going to be the shift of showcasing a lifestyle. What lifestyle is that? A lifestyle of a man that's 52 years old, who had ups and downs, bruises, disappointments, racism, called names, called a misogynist, called him no good. He'll never make it. He can't read. He can't do nothing. Showing a man who actually overcame odds, or a man who didn't have a car, got a car and got into an accident with his girl in there, slammed into a tree, got out there, did to get hurt. A man who served in the church. This is what y'all need to see. Y'all need to see nobody. You see a man who understands women. Not no stuff talking online. I'm talking about real understand women, the psychology of a woman. And I didn't just start 5 years ago. I've been doing this since the 90s. I didn't just start doing this. Who read, who's well versed. That's what you need to see. You need to see a real person, real flaws, one who can admit them up front. So any of my ex-girlfriends and all like that want to come up here and, well, he ain't this, I didn't know. Nope, I wasn't perfect. I didn't do everything right. Any of the ex-girlfriends want to come up here, make a page, do all that kind of, I'm just telling you right now, okay, great, you're right. I didn't do that. Yup, I did that to you. Yup, that took place. Any of them want to come up here? Come on. You know how people get when you become famous, or you get some notoriety. They want to now tell your dirt. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, this video show, yeah, whatever they say, I may have did it. I'll tell the truth. We'll tell the truth about it, whatever the case may be. I've been lied on before. But I'm just telling you what needs to be showcased is a real man, a real black man, a real man who has integrity with himself, not just with others, with himself, who's living a real life. That's what you need to see. Shout out to this interview. I'm gonna cut the interview out with Kevin Hart. We didn't do it, not Kevin Hart, but Katt Williams. I hope you got to see the real. You saw Uncle Larry today. You saw the real deal today. Shout out to everybody that's listening. I'm about to go get me some. I don't know what I got to taste for lunch, but I'm going to take a shower first because I'm a little sweaty and get myself together. See you guys. Hopefully next Friday, I'll go back live again. I have videos in between. Thank you. Respect, Larry. Uncle Larry showed up today. LDA showed up today. Unc showed up today. Unc made it real. Yeah. Now I can beat LDA with, I can look fly as a kite, flyer than a kite on a windy day, but I brought the real today. This is what really needs to be talked about. Shout out to everybody that listen. I'm about to go take a shower, get myself together, get something to eat, call it a day. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like, comment, and share. I know this video has been dinged because I used stuff and it was fair use, but I might have to cut it, chop it up, and put the real part at the end when I really went in and put that up. So thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Stop listening to these phony balonies on YouTube, Instagram. And let me say something. There's so many people popping up with podcasts and things like that. Some of the things I think they're just saying just to get caught and just to get notoriety, just to get their name out there. I understand that. I understand the gang. But I don't think some of the stuff they be seeing doing it, they ain't living that for real.